2, 1. Hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. How you doing? My name's Sebastian, your host now, forever, and always. This is episode 70 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. We're here live in Ocean, San Diego, California on Saturday, August 24th. I know that I typically do these on Thursdays. Here's the thing. I do it on Thursday. I have had one of the busiest weeks ever. I'm nonstop. I have not gotten a wink of sleep tonight, because I don't even know if that's an expression. However, I have not slept, so we're going with the flow. I've got some bills that desperately need to be paid, and I'm trying to make some money for my mom. I've been raising money for a few weeks now, and it's going pretty good. So if you, just to start this off and get it out of the way, if you would like to make a donation to the podcast, there's some options down in the description below. I don't even know what we're dropping anymore. If you're more of a visual person, check it out. This is my Venmo. Let that load. You can screen cap that. That would really help. Or if you're a Cashapp person, boom, there's that. That would also really help me out. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support here on the podcast. This is episode 70. I do everything myself, and it's kind of a hard thing to keep going every week. But I'm trying to just make this a thing. So thank you very much for being here and checking this out today. My name's Sebastian. My friends call me Seabass. Right before I was about to start this, I thought, you know what? I will take a shower, and I feel so much better and clean. And if you notice by my shirt, I got a new job here in San Diego, which is sort of incredible. I'm really stoked on that. I grew up on National Lampoon movies, and I watched them with my dad. Chevy Chase is a huge part of my childhood. Chevy Chase, and you're not. Like, one of my favorite gifts he ever gave me was season 1 of Saturday Night Live with one of the greatest casts of all time. And yeah, I don't know. National Lampoon has been a big part of my life, and I didn't even know they were Van Wilder. I don't know, man. So the fact that the very first club ever, it's in San Diego. Boom, I'm already here. The first person they hired for photos was so bad, I just walked up to the guy and didn't have a chance because that guy was terrible. And he gave me a shot, and I went in and I killed it. And I've since killed it like 5 or 6 times. I don't even know how many times I've shot there anymore. Last time I did a shoot, I got so carried edit, I thought it was a glitch in my computer, but there was 1,200 photos to go through from an hour and a half, maybe, of comedy. So that was cool. We got it done though, and now if you go visit the club, there's a TV screen on the side of the building which has my photos on a little reel display, which is incredible. And then if you're about to go in the actual venue itself, next to the yellow door, there's an actual yellow door that opens. It's in an old movie theater, which is really cool. So you open up the door and you go in, you find your seat, and boom, comedy. So it's pretty neat, I'm not going to lie. And oh boy, so my words might be a little slurry. I'm doing my best here. You guys are great. Thank you very much for being here today. So tonight is going to be a very special show, something that I've never done before or seen before. It's going to be a naked sushi show with an all-black lineup, besides me, which will be cool. This reminds me of an old Bill Burr routine I watched years and years ago of him and he's the last guy to go. And I don't know, like, I could care less about what color their skin are. It's just like the jokes, I could change it up to make it more fit the profile of the room. And like, naked sushi, what? I need to write some sushi jokes. Sushi in trouble on the sushi bits. That was terrible. All right, well, that's plain. So self cheers. Thanks for being here, everybody. Real deal. I wish I was doing better financially, honestly. That would be so great. Like, we're going to get paid tonight, and I'm going to go back to work once I get some sleep. After, I have to go to, I don't really have to, but I'm going to the pawn shop because I'm going to throw in the guitar and the mic for a temporary little bit because I need the cash. So if you guys are willing to help support, then I can get that back faster. I need to make some music videos before the 4-year anniversary of my album comes out in November. Did I word that right? The 4-year anniversary of my album releasing will be in November, so I had this idea to make some music videos for it, and the instruments would definitely make it a little cooler, but you don't really need them. It's just like, I don't know. I don't need 2 guitars at the moment, so it's for my mom. Just doing what I can. So again, if you'd like to help support, there's some ways. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And I've been drumming on the street, just kind of busking. I've been making more money doing that than I do at my job. Like, being an Uber is not fun. It's not an ideal position. Drive 35% of whatever you pay for the ride. So you pay $10, I make $3.50. I got Nest Monster Special, and it's not ideal. It's not easy to live on. You know, the average ride is $3 to $5 a tank of gas, or a gallon of gas in California, rather. So it's tough. It's definitely a tough economy to be a driver, and I'm trying to find a way out of that little routine. So again, if you need me for any photography stuff, hit me up. If you need me, just need me for a job, hit me up. I need to work and make money. So $20. I wanted a peanut. $20 can buy lots of peanuts. Explain. Money can be exchanged for and services. I don't know why the end of that quote took so long to procure. That is Homer talking to himself after he finds a $20 bill in the couch instead of a peanut. I miss my dad a lot. We used to watch Simpsons all the time. It was a cool little part. I haven't watched it in a while. Might go back and revisit the old seasons. And we don't really have a lot of movie reviews this week, because I think I'm not sure if I got into it last time. Maybe I did. Oh no, last time we ended with the I almost finished Almost Famous, which was pretty funny. So I ended up finishing it. It's a really cool. I love the fact that they have San Diego scenes, so I know where they filmed certain parts of it. The whole intro is in OB, which is crazy. I give it out of 10. Honestly, it's a great movie, start to finish. It's a wild tale. Really go on like a little roller coaster, and I love rock and roll. The one thing is, did William Rocco, or was it just Lady? Who was the total amount of passengers on that trip? Because she got the window seat, but she had a big stack of things. Did she get William a ticket? Did he go too? How did it end? 10. That would have been a solid ending, but nope. They almost got a 10. Sorry, Almost Famous. Next time. Good old Morocco. And then I saw Soul. I'm not sure if I got into this review last time, but this was very important to me because check it out. So Soul is wild. It's fantastic. I'm a musician at heart. The way they explain the ether of the universe and mortality and coming to life and what it means to experience it, it's fascinating how they just throw this into a 2-hour time span. It blows me away. So I gave it a 9.9. Here's why I did not give it a 10. Now, the scene where he accidentally goes into the cat's body. So the cat goes on this stairway to the great beyond. And later on in the film, they jump back down into the body, and the cat sees its owner, and it just runs to it and jumps in the cage. Here's the thing. That cat has no soul. That is a nihilistic, evil, dark cat that now roams among us. It might be immortal. I have no idea what's going on with that cat. That will probably destroy everything on the planet as they know it. But, like, good job, Terry. You missed that one. I don't know. That one really just bothers me. So, I'd love to give it a 10. I just can't. Because of that cat. Just, like, in there. That's a genuine question. If anybody from SAR will help me out with that one, I'd appreciate it. Oh yeah, and then I watched that lottery movie. Don't remember what the name is. It was really bad. It's the #1 platform right now with John Cena and some lady, and she wins this lottery doesn't know about. And the rules of the lottery. It's only the California lottery. Like, thanks. People have like 24 hours to kill you. If they kill you, they get the prize. So it's like a death wish. And the movie was written by somebody who's never seen a movie before. So I didn't like it. I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6.5, but I'm taking away the 0.5. I'm giving it a 6. That's it. So it's okay. It's fun to sit through. I bet if you took drugs, it'd be really fun. But I don't know. Like, it's pretty violent, and the acting was so bad, and the writing was so bad, and the choreography was so bad, and everything was just so bad. John Cena was pretty funny, but I couldn't see him the whole movie. So one of those things. So that lottery movie that I can't remember the name of gets a 6. And that's pretty much all I wrote down for this week. I honestly am running on fumes here. I know this is episode 70, and we've learned a lot over the last however long I started this podcast, like 16 months or something. And what a fun ride! We've had so many adventures together. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out all my stuff. Oh man, we hit the 3,000 mark on Instagram. We hit the 5,000 mark on YouTube. Thank you guys for everything. You're the best. Let's shoot to 1 million, baby. Comedy and other stuff. All right. Oh man, I am sleepy, but I need to go to this pawn shop and get some money for my mama. And again, if you would like to support, there's some ways to down below, or just back up the video and take a screenshot of my stuff. And I rode my bike at the skate park this week. It felt really good. Got it back on for the first time since the bike jam, where I sort of hurt my toe real bad, and that felt good. I still can't bend my toe all the way forward, but it's getting there. Just scoop. Yeah, we're working our way back, baby. Working my way back to you, babe. I got away. Get away. Hey, hey, hey. That was weird. Okay. Yep, that's what's going on in my brain. So welcome to my brain. And welcome to podcast 70. I found my grandpa's old ring. I was just going through some random stuff. All night too. I did the laundry. I folded it all. I got this stuff ready to go to the store. Just have to make it to the store and back so I can get some sleep and do this photo shoot and my comedy set tonight at the Yellow Door, downtown in San Diego, 701 5th Street. Come on by. They do show Friday and Saturday at 7:30. So check it out. It's going to be a good time. And with that being said, I really don't know what else to talk about. I think there were other things, but I don't remember. I hit 6,500 Uber rides. It's pretty cool. There's another plane, so we'll cheers to that. Oh boy. I don't even know how long I've been awake at this point. I really don't. It's, yeah, it's all just kind of a blur. Because yesterday I took a whole bunch of naps and I started the day at, and then I remember taking a nap and it was 8:30, and then I actually started the day. So I really don't know how long I've been awake. It's 11:55 here on this beautiful California Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, guys. It's normally on Thursdays, but today it's on a Saturday. And I appreciate you for being here because you rock, and I appreciate the fuck out of you. And I'm sorry to swear, Mom. I did my fringe. I didn't mean to. But I really love these people. They support what I do. It's neat. It's fast. Wow, we hit 5.49. Like the next tier. We're almost at 5.5 thousand subscribers. That is so many people that clicked on my stuff. Thank you. That means a lot. Ugh, that's so neat. Oh, I love this little microphone. Can't believe the stories behind this. Some episode in the past, you could find out the story of this mic, and I don't really want to explain it right now. I have to write out my set for this evening. Full of, oh my gosh, one joke I'll share with you guys. Excuse me. A gentleman got in my car. I'm an Uber. So typically you say, hello, I'm Susan. Or I say, are you Susan? And they're like, that's me. And I say, are you Sebastian? And I say, that's me. And then we get along the ride. This guy got in the car and he said, if I was a billionaire, I'd buy Big Five and I'd buy Dick's and I'd call it Five. I said, are you Jeff? He said, yeah. And sometimes this job sucks. So I really hope I can be a comedian one day. Oh yeah, Kill Tony in Las Vegas on September 25th. They're doing some theater that I've never heard of somehow, even though I've been in Vegas forever. And by that, meaning vicariously through my mom. I've lived there for very, very small periods of time over the last few years, but yes, Vegas, Kill Tony next month. We're doing it 100%. There's no way we're not. Because 1, get to see my mom. 2, get on Kill Tony, changed my life. 3, something to do. That's pretty fun. Really happy. I don't know. Things are playing into the space of the time continuum that they're supposed to. And it really at times seems like, nah, there's no way this could be what's supposed to be happening right now. But somehow we find ourselves here, today, on this. Sometimes these jets go over and I feel like they're bombers. And I think I have anxiety, because that's not a normal thought. But it's just like, hey, what if it's like not us flying? I'm just like, oh no! Should have painted my roof blue! Oh well, whatever. Anyway. Oh yeah, my watch. This watch is really special to me. My mom got it for me on my 21st birthday. And she said, every time that you look at time, you can remember that your mom always loves you. Maybe she were. I might be paraphrasing slightly, but that's the sentiment, more or less. The battery doesn't actually turn on. It needs like an overhaul at the shop, but I don't have the money to do that. I still wear it though, because it reminds me of my mom, and I love her very much. And again, I'm trying to raise some money to help out, so if you support, there's some ways to down below. I've probably mentioned that too many times, but it would mean a lot. And playing drums on the street is really fun. So, like, I'm really receptive to helping me out in that regard. And, like, there are other ways to make a living in this weird life. But here's the thing. I didn't go to college, and I goofed up. So I need to figure something out. I need to be some kind of, like, a streamer dude. Figure it out now. Because I can't handle a job at Fest Depot. I will lose my mind. I will just start singing all day. Just get sidetracked. Like, I have tendencies that just like, I don't know. I've done every job you can. If I were I think I actually have a resume on hand. Okay, this is actually kind of fun. Let's see all the jobs that Seabass has done for the years, because it's a weird list. Okay, let's go back in time. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Galactic Seabass episode 70 for all you guys just tuning in. Alright, I know it's Saturday, but we do what we can. Alright, so should we start? I'll start from the beginning. That makes sense. Alright, very first job, bicycle technician / sales associate at the Bicycle Goodie Shop in 2006 to 2008. Yeah, that was it. I worked at a bike shop. I got paid in sandwiches and ad cards. That was cool. Thing. Yeah, then when my dad passed away, that family took me in so I could finish my freshman year of high school. So shout out to the Villafanos. And then I was a dish at a life care facility. So for old folks, I would serve them food. Hey, Ms. Smith, you want the chicken or the fish? And then I'd give them food, and then I'd take the food away, and I'd wash it, and I would go home. I did my clinicals when I was trying to become a CNA at the same place I was a server at. So it went from being like, hi, Miss Johnson, what do you want to eat? To like, Miss Johnson, you have shit your pants tremendously, and we need to clean it up. And it was a much different relationship than serving meatballs and ravioli when you are cleaning their buttholes. So wasn't really a big fan of that. And then they started keeling over, and I was like, you know what? Can't do this. Too emotional to catch these people. I loved making them laugh. I don't like watching them die. That was not a fun part of the gig. Let's see what we got next. Okay. at Silver Mine Subs. I was in Wyoming delivering sandwiches in like a 2002 red 2-door Mustang. And I didn't have GPS, so I would look at an atlas in Wyoming, and sometimes they were on the outskirts, and I would drive, and I drove in the snow, and the soundtracks, if I could go back in time and hear what I was listening to, anime theme songs just blasting. I had the big sub thing in my trunk, just that was crazy. It was a fun time. All right, and then I worked at Zoomies. I remember that. Yeah, I worked at Zoomies, and then I remember I couldn't skate in the store, and I was like, that's why I got this job. So didn't do that anymore. That was a house framer in South Dakota, making $8 an hour, making houses with a nail gun and risking my life every day. Set working. That job sucked, but I learned a lot. And then I moved to California, and I got that Woodward. Then I worked at Subway. That was my first San Diego job. Then I became a delivery driver at the Point Loma Patient Consumer Co. Just legal. That was like medicinal weed. Oh man. And then what do we got? Where does it start? I'm lost. I think that's it. Yeah, I was there, and then I think I'm missing a whole page of my resume. Oh no, I can't read because I haven't slept in forever. That makes sense. Yeah. Then I worked at a hostel. I was I was the only guy. Just these caretaking ladies and then me, and that was kind of fun. Met a whole bunch of people around the world, and they came and stayed. There's a really cool party hostel down the street. Thought I was applying there, and I'm working at this super clean cut, basically. However, I did learn to not use paper, and I just use rags now, which is a cool thing I picked up there. Yeah, and then I was a bar back at the racetrack. There's a racetrack up in North County at the Del Mar Park back there for a while. Almost won $1 million on the pick. So the pick six is the Powerball of horse racing. So it was this super big race or whatever, the end of the year. How much information does give away? So, big race, end of the year, and I get there early I find this book. Now, the book has a bunch of horses in it and a bunch of names circled. So, there's this big lottery thing, and the tickets are $2. I'm like, alright, whatever, I'll buy I'll buy a ticket with these names on. Dude, the first 4 horses won. So, if you don't know how the race works in the pick 6, there's 10 races all day. And if you pick the winners of the last 6, you win $1 million. And I got the first 4. I am losing my mind. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I'm the guy at the race. It's do I have a hat to throw? I don't have a hat to throw, but it's I'm throwing my thing down come on, number 6. Come on, motherfucker. I love that my voice cracked there. That was beautiful. And basically, yeah, if I had won 5 horses in a row, it's 15. Did 5 win? Nope. And then I had a chance again with 6, and 6 was in the lead the whole time. Nothing. So I was ticket. And the crazy part about that job, just a side track, there's people at the end of the day who clean up the whole thing. I'm pretty sure they're illegals. The job is not a paid job. You get to sweep all the fucking tickets that these rich people drop all over the ground because they're scumbags, and you get to. If any of them win, you get to keep the money. But if they don't win, you don't get anything. And it's that doesn't sound legal at all. So, I don't know how that works. But that's a gig if you're looking for one. I'm not doing that. Okay, and then, let's see. Oh, yeah, and that was a bar back during, they had a festival there for Kaboo. It was the last time they ever did Kaboo. And I got to watch the Black Eyed Peas and Duran Duran from my workstation, and I got paid $3,000 in 3 days, and that was the sickest gig, and I should have just kept doing that. I goofed. Oh yeah, then Sunshine, and I worked at Sunshine up until COVID. The old COVIDians. Oh yeah, and then I worked at Madhouse. That's when I started to do comedy. January 2000. I worded that the wrong way. I did that wrong. It says like 01 to 12. Oh no, I did that right. I'm tired. And then I worked at Golden State Greens, weed shop here in town, and I was the best salesman they ever had. I was so good. Fired me. Yeah, people think that's BS, but it is. I was good. And it was so funny because they had this contest. If you with this one brand, then you got $1,000, an ounce, and a bunch of merch or whatever. And I clearly won. I was 100% the winner. Every day I was working, I smashed that contest. And my manager came up and he's like, nah, dude. Oh, how'd it go down? They let me go on this super BS call. I was late once by 10 minutes. And they pulled that out of this registry and didn't even like look me in the eyes. Had somebody like vicariously tell me like get out and give me the badge. I was like, for what? Like I'm me. And so this is right when like the contest ended the day before, and then to give me this prize, and I'm like, can I have my thing? And they're like, nah, you gotta leave. And so I call this manager, and I'm like, can I have the prize? And he's like, sorry, dude, like you actually 4th place. And I'm like, that is not what happened. And then fast forward 2 months, I'm at a bar, and this guy is wasted. And I was like, dude, whatever happened with my prize? And he's like, dude, totally won that thing, dude, but like, we didn't like want to give it to you, man. It's like, wow. Yeah, like I won first. They told me that like the boss told him to me that I won 4th, so that I wouldn't bother like asking questions. It was like, damn, what a scum call. I was a good worker. So anyway, fuck that place. Buy weed anywhere else. Let's see. I was a freelance. I've been a freelance photographer for a long time. 10 years this year. Damn, what a trip. I started 10 years ago. Oh man, that's actually really kind of neat. I love photography. Comedy photos. I've shot everything, man. I gotta update this resume actually. Yeah, and then I've been an Uber for 7 years. Took 3 years off with COVID. And then San Diego there for a little bit, doing drum tech work and video operations. I started my own little business. That lasted for a few months. And I should not have made an LLC for it because I don't know how any of that works. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong, and I really hope I'm not. So that's it. That's all my jobs. There's a whole bunch of like festivals and well, that's not it. Man, there's a lot. So then we got these really fast. I've worked all these events doing random jobs. Symbiosis, Dirty Bird, Lucidity, Lightning in a Bottle, Global Eclipse Gathering, Dirty Bird, Lightning in a Bottle, Enchanted Forest, Outside Equinox, Dirty Bird, Kaboo, St. Patty's Day in OB, and Sinister Trails, which was this sick, super renegade haunted house that my buddy put together. And then he blew up on TikTok. And now he just tours and plays music. So, good for him. You guys go check out Kyle Rising. It's my boy. We scared the piss out of people a couple Octobers ago. That was so much fun. That was so much. It was ridiculous. There were no rules. There was no regulations. Just don't touch them. I made people fall running, like run into walls. It feels. You ever really scare somebody in like a nice, harmless way? I have no intention of causing harm to you, but I want to scare you to smithereens. And if I can get you going, and then start running after you, don't ever run, because I'm so ready. I'm just gonna go. I'd chase people to their cars, like to where they would like drop their keys and have to keep going. It was literally out of the movies. It was so, and I have an axe in my hands or whatever. There was chainsaw days, and that was fun. I loved scaring them, and the moms and the dads. Like I like the people who would get all tough, the ones in the line who were all tough shit. You know, that's who I'd go after. I'd make it a point to like be in a certain place. You have a good time. Get your money's worth. You're there to get scared. It's the whole job. People that go in there with this bravado of like, oh, I'm such a, this is nothing, dude. Look at this. Like, just enjoy the experience. You know, go do your thing. Enjoy it. Just there. I love haunted houses. They're so much fun. You're just like, ah. I think there was that one guy. I remember falling into this TikTok rabbit hole on this haunted house in America or whatever, and it's just this dude who would like blindfold you in his backyard and basically try to murder you. Just beat the shit out of you and drown you, and people signed up for it. And he would just like have some stereo playing noises of like a shack to make you think you're in a set. I don't even know. It's like so dumb. Waivers are cool for things that are fun, but like, I don't know. I don't think there's certain things where waivers make sense, like, but not that. Why would you want to be blindfolded? You have to be blindfolded the whole time, so you can't even see it. So it's probably not even scary. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, cerebrally scare me? Like, just go straight to my cortex? I want to be visually stimulated. Okay? Treat me like a lady. Treat me right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. This has been episode 70. And I appreciate you for tuning in. I need to drive right now to go to Punch, make a little cash, give it to my mom. And you guys are great. If you'd like to help me out, ways too, down below. You know what? Just for shits and gigs, let's go ahead and flash this bad boy one more time, except for I don't know where I put it, and I found it. So you guys are great. If you'd like to support me, I will love you forever. And also email me, talk to me. I want to hear, guys. I want to learn about my audience. I love you. Talk to me. Email me at galacticseabass@gmail.com. If you'd like to support me and my journey to help my mama, this is my Cash App. Boom. Hold that there for a few seconds. Screenshot that bad boy. Boom. You got Venmo? It's done right there. Boom. Venmo. Screenshot. You rock. Thanks for tuning in. I'm a human being. You're a human being. Maybe your dog's in the background watching this. I know mine is. Hey, Ollie. Ollie says hello. He says meow, which means hello in kitty cat. And I appreciate you for tuning in to the 70th edition of the Galactic Seabass Podcast here on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast, presented by your boy, Sebastian Seabass, a.k.a. Galactic Seabass, a.k.a. James Bond USA, a.k.a. lots of names over the years, and I appreciate you for tuning in to today's thingamajig. Wow. If you'd like to catch me doing comedy, come see me tonight, August 24th, at the Yellow Door in downtown San Diego. I will also be performing the first Wednesday of September. I don't know what day that is, but it's at the Comedy Store. It starts at 7 or 8 or something. And I'm roast battling Taylor Great, who that's a funny guy, and I'm excited to roast him. It's going to be a very interesting battle. It looks like a real life chia pet. Chia. Where's that little thing? What a great tune. Anyway, and I appreciate you for tuning in to today's little thingamajagger. I didn't plug in my phone. I know it's dying. I don't really know how much life it has left, so the fact I can still see me here means that you can see me there, and I appreciate you for tuning in. This has been an episode of a thing that one day will blow into a giant thing, and you caught it at the very beginning. Ish, because I started like years ago. But we're still doing stuff, and I appreciate you for tuning in. You guys rock. We rock and roll together. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Yes. Okay. Boy, oh boy, here we go. Okay, this is it. We have to rock and roll with today, and this is a good time to make stuff, by the way. I remember a masterclass with Deadmau5 that I took one time online. He said he liked to create in this space where you're kind of sleepy. Your decision-making skills don't have as much of an apprehension factor, as far as creativity goes. Like if you feel that you should you're inclined to do this or do that, whether it's working on a song or writing a lyric or blah blah blah, it sometimes in your head you think, no, I shouldn't do that, that's not a good thing, blah blah blah. When you're in this mode, that guy is really tired. He's basically like a sleepy security guard with his feet up, and you can just kind of do some stuff that you wouldn't have done in your normal cognitive space, which is a really interesting dynamic if you ever want to try that in the creative realm. You know, whether it's writing or drawing or painting or just whatever you're into. You know, I do that when I make music or when I write comedy or just when I do sketches or paintings or sculptures or when I work on like my little, when I do a photo gallery, I got 1,200 photos to go through. That's really tough. So, you know, I'll get like kind of sleepy, put some music on and just kind of vibe. And then before I know it, it's done. And now I get to look at them on a big screen outside of a real comedy club that's going to be in winter in LA in the next summer, and neat. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm Ricky Bobby in this one. I'm just like, I don't really, what am I supposed to, oh, that's good. Okay, and yeah, the sleepies are kicking in hard. I need some more coffee. And you, Rocky, I'm doing it. Just because it was the greatest thing ever. So happy I have this thing in my life. I don't think I've taken it off for months now. I just wear it every day. It's like part of me. It's a part of me. Yeah. That's not even a lyric. Something takes a part of me. That was that corn. I was thinking it was going for that corn thing. And I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to end this thing. I have to say goodbye. Okay, this is it. We're really going to do it. We're really going to have to part ways here. You guys are great. And I appreciate you tuning in a lot. Thank you so much for tuning in to the 70th edition of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. It was squirrely, I'll admit it. We'll rack it together next week for episode 71, which will hopefully be on Thursday. So thanks again. I really appreciate you. My name is Sebastian. They call me Seabass. You're more than welcome to as well. Big shout out to my mom. I love you very much. Shout out to Dad. He's dead, but I love you very much too. Good guy. Still dead though. Shout out to Ollie and Andy, all my friends. I don't know if you know, and rock and roll. I hope that wasn't like a sad note. I'm one of those people where like, if I don't talk to you for a while, I just kind of feel like we just like don't same plane anymore. And then I see you and it's like, oh hey, what's up, dude? So I need to work on reaching out more. If you want to hang out with me, text me. If you got my number, hit me up. And to the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in Thursday. This was a very revealing episode, and I appreciate you for checking it out. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching all my other videos. There's plenty of content out. Got a bunch of shorts, and we got 69 other podcasts to go check out, which is insane. Can't believe how much work we put in over these almost 2 years. And with that being said, I'm really going to part ways here with you now. I love you very much. My name is Sebastian. This was episode 70 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. And to you, I wish you the best of luck with all your endeavors in this life. And with that being said, end transmission. Scan out. I wish these endings were more seamless, but I have to walk over here and what if I just give it this nice little, let's just give it a little view. Like, now you're there. Okay, goodbye. Take care, everybody.